Aviation. 3 years of soaring commitment and integrity, transforming challenges into opportunities, brings to mind Army Aviation's challenging journey through the years. An uphill climb through a road full of rough spots and intricate twists and turns. It can be frustrating and at times disheartening. But as Albert Einstein said, and I quote, "In the middle of every difficulty lies opportunity." This mindset has propelled the Aviation Regiment to move forward and work around these difficulties and turn them into opportunities.
This is Channel Voice. We listen, we tell, we inspire. This is iDocu.
Ang maimbitahan po sa isang anibersaryo ng isang regiment at ng Aviation Regiment pa talaga ay isa na pong karangalan. Pero kung mabigyan ka po ng award o pagkilala ng nasabing regiment, nakakadagdag po iyon sa karangalan ng buong team ng iDocu. Hindi po namin pinapangarap na mabigyan ng karangalan o award o pagkilala ng nasabing regiment. Gusto lang po namin gawin yung mga naka-atas sa amin bilang responsableng mamamahayag, responsableng mamamayan ng bansang Pilipinas, at yun ay ang pagdodokumentaryo nga ng mga mahalagang kwento dito sa ating bansa. Ngunit tayo po'y kinilala ng Aviation Regiment, kaya kami po sa iDocu ay nagpapasalamat sa kanila dahil pinagkatiwalaan nila kaming silipin at ikwento ang mga kwento nila ng kanilang mga tao at ng buong regiment. But mind you, ladies and gentlemen, and my dear iDocuers, hindi lang po ang iDocu ang binigyang pagkilala. Marami pong mga bahagi o kabilang sa civilian sector, mga civilian stakeholders ang binigyan din po ng pagkilala. Sila po yung mga nag-donate ng mga aircraft. I think the Consuhi family was also awarded. And then yung iba ding mga tao na naging tulay upang makapag-donate yung mga civilian stakeholders ng aircraft dito sa ating Aviation Regiment. Dahil nga kailangan pa ng ating Aviation Regiment ng mga aircraft. At bukod po sa civilian sector na binigyang parangal, kinilala din po ang naging kontribusyon ng mga aviators sa iba't ibang operasyon ng ating infantry sa ground. Kinilala ang kanilang kabayanihan upang maging tahimik ang isang lugar dahil sa ginagawang suporta ng ating Aviation Regiment.
The Army Aviation Regiment has truly exemplified its moniker of being HIRAYA. Noong una, nagtataka ako what HIRAYA meant. But it is an ancient Tagalog term which originated from the Filipino phrase HIRAYA Manawari, or reaching one's hopes, dreams, and aspirations. Napakaganda. Akin to its name, the regiment's existence for the past 3 years has contributed to the Army's triumphs against the relentless tide of various national security challenges. From its inception in 1978, matagal na ito, no? From the earlier units, the Army Aviation Company, the Aero Scout Company in 1978, To the HIRAYA Regiment, it has remained resolute in pursuing the Army's desire of institutionalizing a professional, capable, and responsive Army Aviation Unit and in optimizing the core competencies of the Army aviators. Remarkably, for the past year, the HIRAYA Regiment has remained as the Army's reliable aviation unit despite the inadequate number of aircraft in the unit's disposal. Hindi katulad ng Philippine Air Force na napakarami nilang aircraft, the Army has only a few flying assets. But I am certain that our Team Army and the Filipino people are grateful for the transportation of personal protective equipment to the various areas in Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao in support of the national government's COVID-19 response operations.
Your Aviation Regiment has produced qualified fixed-wing and rotary aviators, as well as trained aircraft mechanics and capable air traffic controllers. Whereas before, the regiment was only capable of training fixed-wing aviators, we have now developed our own pool of rotary instructor pilots. And we thank the Philippine Coast Guard Aviation Force and Captain Provenzano, for extending assistance in developing our own rotary instructor pilots. Furthermore, we have recruited and trained qualified helicopter mechanics capable of conducting maintenance inspections of our helicopters. Our air traffic controllers are also undergoing further training at the Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines this July. In addition, student aviators of the Aviator Qualification Course Class 19-2021 have now completed their solo flights and will graduate hopefully by October of this year.
While confronting the unseen adversary, your unit has continuously facilitated the training of our Army aviators and Army mechanics to operate our fixed-wing and rotary-wing aircraft and paved for more aircraft controllers. At the same time, your troops have ensured the regular conduct of air reconnaissance missions throughout the country, and I am certain that our troops and our people truly appreciate your efforts. In the HIRAYA Regiment's history, this unit has unveiled the Philippine Army's first air ambulance helicopter through the simulation of our medical evacuation operations during the 125th founding anniversary of the Philippine Army last 21 March 2022. Certainly, your anniversary theme, 3 years of soaring commitment, hindi sorry, soaring commitment and integrity, transforming challenges into opportunities, is a clear manifestation of your regiment's incomparable pursuit of maintaining our country's stability and development as part of the gatekeepers of our archipelagic land and territorial airspace. While you secure our land and our country's territorial sovereignty, I urge you to continue to train and equip our future HIRAYA aviators to ensure the Army's definite victory over our enemy. Hence, be assured that at the level of the Headquarters Philippine Army, we will continue to ensure the continuous conduct of training of our HIRAYA aviators and facilitate the acquisition of additional air assets for the regiment. The Kunsunhi family is donating or has donated already the Sherpa aircraft. And this aircraft will not only be used for transporting personnel or even relief goods during disasters, but it will be heavily used by our Special Forces Regiment in our airborne training. No? Alam niyo po kasi yung ating airborne training is very dependent on the availability of aircraft. And dun sa helmet ng ating estudyante ng airborne, merong linya for every week that they are training. Merong isang klase na yung helmet nila, no, nagmukhang zebra sa dami ng lines. No? And that was because of the lack of aircraft that could be used for our airborne training. But with the Sherpa aircraft, we can train our airborne students, not just the airborne, even the other students like our jump masters, our military freefall students, within the projected time that they are supposed to complete their training. So once again, sir, thank you very much. And if you want to donate some more aircraft, we will always welcome them.
All of these training developments, we aim to institutionalize and become part of the annual training development program of the regiment. These initiatives would not have come to fruition without the support and guidance of our guest of honor and the staff at Headquarters Philippine Army. A round of applause for our guest of honor and the staff at HPA. Sir, in behalf of all HIRAYA troopers, thank you for believing in us.
Ang maimbitahan po sa isang anibersaryo ng isang regiment at ng Aviation Regiment pa talaga ay isa na pong karangalan. Pero kung mabigyan ka po ng award o pagkilala ng nasabing regiment, nakakadagdag po iyon sa karangalan ng buong team ng iDocu. Hindi po namin pinapangarap na mabigyan ng karangalan o award o pagkilala ng nasabing regiment. Gusto lang po namin gawin yung mga naka-atas sa amin bilang responsabling mamamahayag, responsabling mamamayan ng bansang Pilipinas, at yun ay ang pagdodokumentaryo nga ng mga mahalagang kwento dito sa ating bansa. Ngunit tayo po'y kinilala ng Aviation Regiment, kaya kami po sa iDocu ay nagpapasalamat sa kanila dahil pinagkatiwalaan nila kaming silipin at ikwento ang mga kwento nila ng kanilang mga tao at ng buong regiment. But mind you, ladies and gentlemen, and my dear iDocuers, hindi lang po ang iDocu ang binigyang pagkilala. Marami pong mga bahagi o kabilang sa civilian sector, mga civilian stakeholders ang binigyan din po ng pagkilala. Sila po yung mga nag-donate ng mga aircraft. I think the Consunji family was also awarded. And then yung iba ding mga tao na naging tulay upang makapag-donate yung mga civilian stakeholders ng aircraft dito sa ating Aviation Regiment, dahil nga kailangan pa ng ating Aviation Regiment ng mga aircraft. At bukod po sa civilian sector na binigyang parangal, kinilala din po ang naging kontribusyon ng mga aviators sa iba't ibang operasyon ng ating infantry sa ground. Kinilala ang kanilang kabayanihan upang maging tahimik ang isang lugar dahil sa ginagawang suporta ng ating Aviation Regiment.
We shall not waver in working to make this unit an essential part of the Philippine Army. We shall endeavor to earn the trust and respect of our comrades in arms. We shall sustain the momentum and continue to build on the accomplishments of those before us and strive to make a difference.
So aside from the Bolco helicopter that we had, yung nakita natin sa labas, that was converted to an air ambulance, we also have this Bolco that was donated by DBP. But we are getting a third one through the efforts of Mr. Manny Kabili. Palakpakan natin si Manny. We will be getting our third Bolco helicopter by the end of July. Ito na, this month. So, magiging tatlo na. We're going to convert this Bolco into an air ambulance as well, and the Bolco that will be coming. So, magkakaroon tayo ng tatlong air ambulances because of the importance that I saw in saving lives. The lives of our troops who are fighting it out on the ground. When I was the commander of the 4th Infantry Division in Northern Mindanao, I lost 4 men because of the loss of blood. Nawalan po sila ng dugo because of the unavailability of aircraft. Yung area po na kung saan sila nagkaroon ng encounter was really deep into the forest that we needed aircraft to extricate them. Dahil kung ilalakad sila, it will take them more than 1 day pababa. Even 2 days. So what happened was, we requested for an aircraft. The Air Force said, yes, magpapadala kami. But the aircraft ay manggagaling pa dun sa Zamboanga because at that time there was also an operation going on in Basilan and Sulu. So inantay pa namin matapos yung operation bago nila maipadala yung aircraft. It was too late. Imagine if we had this air ambulances in the area, then we could have saved the lives of our soldiers. We are foreseeing that we will get more aircraft, fixed wing and rotary, and we will be deploying this to our Army units in the field. Kaya't yung mga piloto, yung 60 pilots natin, continue to train, enhance your skills and your competencies in flying because pag nakuha natin itong mga assets natin, you will be deployed where you are needed most. Hindi dito. Doon tayo sa field. Last March, we had an exercise with the US Army. And they sent their 3rd Brigade Combat Team. Dumating sila dito, yung 3rd Brigade Combat Team of the 25th Infantry Division. They were here. And when I came to visit, I was awed by the amount of aircraft that they had. They had around 8 Black Hawk helicopters, 4 Chinook helicopters, and 2 Apache. Tama ba? Apache. 4 Apache helicopters parked here. Nandito sila. And when I asked which unit owned this aircraft, all of this aircraft belong to the 3rd Brigade Combat Team. So yun sana yung gusto natin mangyari sa ating mga Brigade Combat Teams. Slowly, we are injecting into our budget, into our national budget, funds for us to procure more assets, air assets. And nabanggit kanina, we have 3 Cessna planes coming in. Next year, if the budget will be approved, we'll be buying a medium lift helicopter. And in the future, procurements for our 3rd Horizon Modernization program, we still have more aircrafts coming in.
Fort Magsaysay Tower, this is Army 1 for Army 101, this is Fort Magsaysay Tower. Good morning, sir. Go ahead.
Certainly, you have lived up to the HIRAYA Regiment's ideals of professionalism, excellence, and discipline, and continue to exemplify the principles of servant leadership in your endeavors. To our Army aviators, as you commence a new year in your dedicated service to the Filipino people, continue to focus on your contribution in defeating the remaining threat groups across our nation and to nation building. Thus, we will fulfill our national goal as enshrined in the Ambition Natin 2040, which is to become a strongly rooted, comfortable, and secure country.
Finally, I would like to thank every HIRAYA trooper for your contribution to our unit's success. As I have mentioned, or we have mentioned before, every HIRAYA trooper, no matter how junior he or she may be, is a vital cog in this organization. For the true measure of an organization's success lies not on one person's individual achievements, but on each and every member's contribution towards common goal. As we celebrate another milestone, let us remain focused on our mission and continue to work together in serving our country. Just as we expect the road ahead to be full of challenges, we likewise anticipate bigger things for the regiment. All we ask is for your continued support and prayers.
Alam po namin na napakamahal po ng mga aircraft na pwedeng bilhin, pwedeng i-acquire ng Aviation Regiment at ng buong Armed Forces of the Philippines at ng Philippine Government. Kami po sa iDocu ay patuloy na nagnanais at nagdarasal na sana ang kanilang mga iminumungkahing pagbabago, iminumungkahing bilhin ng mga aircraft ay sana po sa taong ito ay mabigyan ng allocation at sa susunod na naman na taon ay mabigyan din ng allocation dahil nakikita po namin talaga bilang mga responsableng journalist yung pagsisikap, yung efforts ng ating infantry sa ground. Nakikita namin yung kanilang taus-puso na pagtatrabaho. Nakikita namin kasi pumupunta kami doon eh. And then there are places na ang lalayo talaga na kailangan ng agarang tulong, agarang serbisyo, kaya lang medyo mabagal yung pag-akyat ng mga services dahil we don't have aircrafts sa Philippine Army. They have to make paalam from the Philippine Air Force. And then, of course, yung Philippine Air Force natin, marami ding mga patakaran na kailangan sundin at iilan lang din naman ang mga air assets na meron sila. Kaya kami, bilang nakikita ang trabaho ng infantry, bilang nakikita ang pangangailangan ng komunidad, may mga bagay-bagay na dapat iakyat kaagad using an aircraft, helicopter, may mga nagkakasakit doon ng mga sundalo, may mga kailangan i-evac na mga sibilyan or mga sundalo na naging sugatan sa mga inkwentro, kailangan silang i-evac kaagad pero malimit mangyari dahil wala nga po silang aircraft na naka-standby sa mga army brigades. Kasi nga daw kung may naka-standby lang na mga aircraft doon sa Army Brigades, anytime na may operation, iaakyat ng mga pagkain, iaakyat ng mga tao at mga nagkakasakit o usugatan sa enkwentro, immediately pwedeng magresponde. Kaya kami talagang nagnanais na sana matagpuan, masumpungan ng ating Army Aviation Regiment ang kanilang ninanais na mga aircraft. At sila din po ay patuloy na nanghihikayat sa ibang officers ng Philippine Army na pasukin ang karera sa loob ng Aviation Regiment. Sa inyong lahat po na patuloy na sumusubaybay sa ating magandang kwentuhan dito sa iDocu by John Paul SENIEL, maraming salamat po sa inyo. And to God be all the glory. Sa inyo pong lahat na hindi pa po nakakapag-subscribe sa ating YouTube channel, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel, iDocu by John Paul SENIEL, and please do click the notification bell for you to be alerted once we have new uploads. For your comments and suggestions, please do send them to the email address flashed on your screen. Hanggang dito na lamang po at salamat sa Aviation Regiment na nag-imbita sa amin dito sa kanilang 3rd year anniversary sa Fort Magsaysay. Mula po dito sa Palayan City, Nueva Ecija, Fort Magsaysay, ako po si John Paul SENIEL at ito ang iDocu.
This is